They said that this thing here's live, so boy, howdy. I'm the big 5 today. 50-year-old, half a bygone century. Whoop, boy, I tell you what. Uh-huh. Uh-oh, I got a notification up there in the Google Bell. Mm-hmm. I think. Thought I did. Let me see here. I think I might have to go back to the control center here and optimize for let's see, gotta edit this thing, gotta optimize for that damn buffering. Oh, enable live chat. Let me see here. Dang, look at all these daggone different settings. Where is the, let's see, stream optimizations, normal latency, best for highest quality viewer playbacks, and higher resolutions. Enable DVR. That box is checked. Viewers will be able to seek back up to 4 hours while you're streaming. What is this 360 video? Low latency streaming is not supported for 360 video. Okay. Well, then we won't even bother with a 360 video thing, man. Oh. I'm an old fart, and I'm going to be grumpy and enable age restriction. Okay. I'm not looking at anything. Live control room. By golly. Now, I got to go over here and optimize for this buffering thing. Ugh. Boy, I hate it whenever I get rushed. I rush myself. Oh boy. Add insertion. There we go. Double Hambra. Happy 50th birthday, ma'am, from Harry Jeff Turlington. Happy birthday, brother. Happy 50th. Cooking Preparedness 101. Thank you for all the happy birthday wishes. Nathaniel's Adventures, Dullahan and Jeff Turlington. All of y'all out there, I sure appreciate it. Thank you much. There was a younger person asked me today, well, how does it feel to be an old man? And I said, by God, it feels one hell of a lot better than having dirt in my face and grass growing there in my eye sockets. I swear. You know, it's oh man, it's something. Here I is. Okay, stream status okay. 720p stream. Average live view duration 2 minutes 26 seconds. Peak count 6. Everything's cool. View on watch page. Do anybody want an invitation to come in here and keep me company with this live event? Let's see. I'm waiting for the chat to load over here. To the side. Slow mode is on. Send a message every 60 seconds, every 1 minute. Let's see here. I gotta back that up. Delahan Brewing, thank you. Jeff Turlington, thank you. Cooking Preparedness 101, thank you. Stalking Wolf, thank you much. Nathaniel's Adventures. Okay. Delahan Brewing, brother, don't even worry about any damn cussing, buddy. You're welcome to join me. Oh, Jeff Turlington says 50 is the new 30. Hey, you're only as old as you feel. And by golly, whenever I look in the mirror, I don't see an old man. I don't feel old. I got my aches and pains. I got my little, gripes and complaints. But when I look at other people my age, oh my God, I'm thinking, should I just take that person out behind the barn and just shoot them and have a little mercy killing going there? I mean, good God, it's like, oh, this hurts, that hurts. I had an operation on this. I had an operation on that. Grit biscuit. Oh, goddamn. Grit biscuit says, holy shit, dude, happy motherfucking birthday, brother. Yeah. Grit biscuit. How about you come up here and hop in this chat, Grit? Oh, by golly, I am going to send you an invite whether you want one or not. All righty. Put it all on all caps GRIT. PIS. Dang on it. Now, Grit, you don't have a Google Plus. I just read it all in there, and you don't. All right, then I'm just gonna have to copy that bugger. Copy that Hangouts link. I've got a Google Bell notification over there. Links. Well, that's a video YouTube watch page and the video embed. That's not. Okay, there's the dang thing up there. Red biscuit. Delahan Brewing says you're only as old as who you feel. Oh, brother. Delahan Brewing, you flatter me, brother. I guarantee you that he says MM or Mountain Man is one of the handful of folks I still watch regularly. Much love, MM. Let's see. Grit, by golly, you, I guarantee you, sometimes, brother, Grit Biscuit, your videos, it don't matter if they're 30 seconds long, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Brother, you have cheered me smooth the hell up so many times when I felt like, oh, fuck. Bored out of my mind, I see Grit has got a oh, shit. I forgot. He don't have a damn send message key on his freaking channel. Okay, Grit, how do I get this link to you? Jack Sparrow! Where's all the rum gone? I need some rum for my birthday. Jack, did you drink all the rum? Oh, I know somebody's gonna mention my hat. Okay, gotta get the topper on here. Oh boy, Captain Jack Sparrow. Oh yeah, Grit, I know what you mean. Hey, some Grit Biscuit says, I'm hard to find. I made it that way on purpose. I know what you mean. You know, about 6, maybe 7 years ago, my second ex-wife found me. And she found me through my brother's first ex-wife and got my phone number and called me. And I'm like, holy dog shit. What the hell are you doing calling me? She said, you're a hard man to find. Hi. You know, like nothing was ever wrong. And I swear to God, that fucking woman was an, oh God, people, if you only knew. Uh-huh. Yeah. She called me up like nothing was ever wrong. Like nothing ever bad happened. Like she was just an old friend. She said, you're a hard man to find. I said, I know. I mean it to be that way, especially when it comes to you. Yeah. True Grit seems like a trip. Jeff Turlington, what do you mean, True Grit? That Grit Biscuit bitches need stitches. Grit, I seen a picture of my, a profile picture on Facebook of my second ex-wife. She looks like, okay, see if you can picture this. No teeth. Her lips are all like this right here. And she got this little humble look on her face with these little glasses, and her hair is just completely cotton white. She looks like she's only like 50. Let's see, she's 3 years older than me. She's 53 years old. She looks like she's 93 or 103. No, Skiwee, this won't be my last video. That's my SKS. That's for my self-defense. That rifle behind me, that's not a gun behind me. That's a rifle. Thank you. Yeah. Well, cooking preparedness 101, the no teeth thing combined with the white hair, combined with the glasses, makes her look like Grandma Moses. No, I'm gonna live just as long as I can, Ski Wee, and I'm gonna aggravate the by goddamn hell out of everybody I can. You drink rum and keep your eyes closed. No, I don't close my eyes. I don't hold my eyes closed when I drink. Let's see, we got Mountain Ghost 556 over here on the Google Bell notification. We talking about fire building, bow drills, hand drills, stuff like that. Nathaniel's Adventures. Now that young man can get a damn bow drill or hand drill fire started. He'll tell you what the damn humidity is and all that good stuff. Oh, I get it. Cooking Preparedness 101. You drink rum and keep your eyes closed whenever you messing around with the if just in case I decided to step back in that pile of dog shit that is my second ex-wife. Okay, Ski Wee, you can start your fire with matches, and then when you run out of matches, you can come buy a fire building kit from me. Or somebody else. You know, there's plenty of them out there. You know, married twice, divorced twice, and I don't want. There is not a woman in my past that I would even think about having back in my life. Nope. I had to kind of scan over that just a little bit. No, Grit Biscuit, he says, I'm sorry I couldn't join you on the live chat, MM, but hey, dude, happy birthday, man. Your videos cheer me up too, brother. You're a good man. My pork chops are done, so see you later and have a great one. Enjoy your pork chops, Grit. Oh, man. Enjoy those pork chops. I hope you got some gravy and biscuits to go with them pork chops. And don't let them beer drinking mutts eat all your grub, neither. Chops are done, so see you later. Have a great one. Oops, I screwed up there. I forgot to mute myself over here. Yeah. Uh-oh. I forgot to dang well mute the dang watch page, too. I'll get the hang of this again eventually. I wanted to do this outside, but damn, it turned colder than a well digger's ass in Iceland. Red October! Howdy do, brother. How's things in the great state of Texas? Thank you, Red. How's things going in the great state of Texas? God bless Texas, I gotta say. I was born February the 5th, 1968 at 5:17 p.m. in Fort Hood, Texas. Liam. Oh boy, I'm being compared to Liam Neeson now. Oh boy. David Gregory, thank you. Skiwi. So Liam, do you plan on filming another kidnap movie anytime soon? Oh boy, Liam. Bug out Brad. How they do? How you doing? Thank you. You know, whenever I was married to my first nightmare, when we were in the early stages of our relationship, she told me that I resembled some guy named Joe Lando. I'm like, oh boy. When my beard's grown out, people got a bad habit of calling me Waylon. Although those are compliments, I don't know how those fellers would feel about it much. That dang dog of mine. He goes out and then 2 minutes later he wants right back in. Oh, excuse me. I got to get the dog. Oh, critter. Oh, hell. Command chain. Thank you. Let's see. What did Dullahan Bruin say about a French Canadian? Let's see. I think he was talking about a woman. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. I lost it. Anyway. Oh, little bird over there cleaning his feet after he's been out gallivanting around. How's all them girl dogs out there on the lake, little bear? Oh boy, they've been a couple of times over the past summer. You know, little bear's only competition died just over the past summer, and now he's got all the bitches on the lake to himself. Bitches in reference to female dog. Oh, Dullahan Bruin was married once and divorced once. Then he met a French Canadian. What can you What can you, eh? Don't know, man. I don't even want to say what he's cleaning now. But that's a dog for you. It's a good thing that animal don't try to lick my face. Oh, Lord of mercy. That would be, uh, that wouldn't go over too well. 9 viewers. Well, that's what it says here in the live controller. Let's see. Scroll down here. Yep, 9 watching, 5 thumbs up, 2 down. Yeah, well, it's to be expected. Probably kids anyway. I age restricted my live stream. Why? Because I'm a cranky old fart. Oh, he meant what can you do? Eh, I don't know. I've seen quite a few Canadians here on YouTube. I'll be damned if I could if I ever heard them say or eh. I don't know. I've heard people try to. No, Happy Meal, I don't have a banjo, and I cannot stand banjo music. I can't. It just drives me berserk. I hear a damn banjo start playing, and I want to snatch that thing up and whomp it over whoever's playing its head. Oh, no, don't have no banjos around here. Hashtag no banjos. Oh, she was from Quebec. Regulator 308. It's been a long time. Hadn't seen you around. I know you still subscribe. I scroll through that long list of subscribers every now and then, and I see you there. I sure appreciate the happy birthday wish from Kentucky. I got a fire steel order I'm working on, and that big one, and I've got the last 2 pieces of deer antler cut, and this is some deer antler from, uh, well, NC Digger, God rest his soul. Before he passed away, he told me he was going to get me some deer antler, and his wife, Sandy, Sandy of Sandy's Passions YouTube channel, had fulfilled. She kept his. She got me the deer antler that he told me that he was going to get for me, and he got busy, and I guess he just got it off to the side. But NC Digger, he was one really, really good guy, from what I understand. I never really got to talk with him that much or get to know him. But this right here is one of those sets of antlers. I'm going to have to do some cleaning up on them. They'd set out there in that trailer where I used to live before the black mold took over. Oh, Jeff Turlington, I got a fire building kit for you, and man, you sent me that Spider Cove knife and that customized Zippo lighter. I do believe you're paid in full. Kevin J. Stowe. All righty. Happy birthday, old buddy. Welcome to the 50 plus club. Yeah, I've been 50 plus since right after at 5:17 p.m. and 1 second. I've been in the 50 plus club. Now, I know Kevin's got a Google Plus thing. Let's see. Kevin. There it is. I just type in Kevin. I can send you an invite. Invitation posted. Oh, Lordy, Lordy, Lordy. Did y'all read the poem in the description below? About, let's see down here. I'll read it. Do not go gentle into that good night. Old age should burn and rave at close of day. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. Though wise men and their end know dark is right, because their words had forked no lightning, they do not go gentle into that good night. Good men, the last wave, by crying how bright, their frail deeds might have danced in the green bay rage, rage against the dying of the light. Wild men who caught and sang the sun in flight, and learned too late, they grieve it on its way. Do not go gentle into that good night. Grave men near death who see with blinding sight, blind eyes could blaze like meteors and be gay, rage, rage against the dying of the light. And you, my father, there on sad height, curse, bless me now with your fierce tears. I pray, do not go gentle into that good night. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. And that was written by a man named Dylan Thomas, and he lived from 1914 to 1953. And I'll tell you, it's one thing to be of a certain age and to be getting on up there. But it is another entirely to give up and take up the rocking chair, as they say, or just to give up altogether. It's, that's not me. I always wondered how I would be when I got to be, half a century old, and I just said, no, I refuse. I'm not going to sit around and think about it. I'm not going to grieve it. I'm not going to curse it. I'm going to bless it. Regulator 308, the business email address is now posted in public on Prepper Action's video, where he done a full review, a field review on my product, and then there's the playlist. The business email address is listed there. Dullahan Bruin says he's got to go now. It's 15 minutes after midnight, and he's sending me a sharpening stone this week. I sure appreciate that, Jeff. Jeff Turlington said that his buddy Sunday night was saying he's going to look up the Mountain Man and order a kit too. you know, whenever they get whenever you get the price list, you know, I need to really work up a price list with photos of former work that I've done. I've got a Google Plus photo album. I've got an album on Facebook. Had a lot of people in Mountain Man Traditions group uh, hit the like button, but nobody really ordered. Oh, well, that happens. Oh. Okay, Skiwee said Rodney Dangerfield performs that poem the best in Back to School. Uh, I guess I'm no competition for a comedian. Hello, little bear. What are you doing, little bear? All right, then. You my dog. Come on over here. Come on, dog. Hold your head up. Hold your head up. You're on camera. You know that? What was that? You say you're hungry. Huh? Is that right? Are you hungry? You want some chicken? Put your head up. You gotta hold your head up. Are you hungry? You want some chicken? Hmm? Yeah, there's my buddy. Our tribe called cookies8.com. Yeah. Happy birthday, Mountain Man. Woohoo. Yeah. I remember you, tribe called cookies8.com. Dang, I was trying to remember that channel you had before where you was barbecuing outside. You actually had videos up. I think you, what was in Las Vegas or somewhere in Nevada. No, Jeff's already given me a recommendation. Told his buddy my work was top notch. Oh, yeah, that's right. A couple of years ago, about 3 years ago, I was hosting a live event, and I got my guns out and started shooting them out in the backyard. Little bear, hold your head up. How many times I tell you? You know, you're gonna be my dog now, son. You got to hold your head up. You got to be proud. Yeah, that's right. What does the matter, boy? Hey, how about you will sing happy birthday with me, doggy style? Doggy style, ain't that something? Oh. God, hey, you shouldn't have been gnawing on that squirrel hide earlier. You got hair caught in your throat. What's the matter with you? Huh? I told you gnawing on that squirrel hide, you're going to get hair in your throat. You're going to wind up going, hey, sugar boy. Oh, hey, is. Say Skiweed Tribe. I remember that. He was shooting off a 6-shooter by the fire. Remember making me mad. I guess Skiweed had a different name back then. No, I wasn't shooting those Teflon pans. I was just capping off rounds to folks. I could unplug this computer and with the battery juice that it'll hold, uh, it should last long enough for me to cap off a few rounds. I mean, what's a birthday without some fireworks? Really? Yeah. Might not be able to see nothing but the muzzle flash and hear the bang. I could just take it right out there into the carport, set the computer on the steel stand, and grab my pistol first. I took it off at the end of the day because this thing's starting to ride up on me. Oh boy, Jeff Turlington, yeehaw, he said. Make me a cigarette. I gotta have some coffee too. Whenever this thing went live, it said this stream will last up to 8 hours. I swear. So I may just need some company. Where did Kevin go to anyway? Sent the invite to his Google Hangouts. I think he might have to go to his Gmail. That stuff might be a bit slow. Might have to send the link to his YouTube inbox. Yeah. Get that cigarette made. Boy, that cigarette lighter is something. Yeah, that's that picture from the pan-fried copperhead and coffee with the mountain man video. Jeff Turlington had that picture. My nickname and my last name, Mountain Man, my last name in that picture from that video, the thumbnail in that video, laser etched into a Zippo lighter for my birthday gift. By golly, ain't nobody ever done anything like that for me before. The closest thing that I've had personalized was a walking stick from Kurt Walker up in Missouri. The hickory walking stick. Now, Jeff Turner says sometimes you got to rattle people's cages so they come out and play. I guess you've seen that on what you call it, Facebook a while ago. I commented on that video clip posted by Mario Mosen. It was about the Warriors, and that last part of that video clip was where that boy was sitting in that damn car, had them glass bottles stuck on his fingers, and he was clanging them together. Oh, that got on my nerves so bad. I had to stop that video right there when he started clanging them bottles. The older I get, the more sound sensitive I get. Certain noises just, oh God, goes through me like a dose of salts through granny. That's right, Skiwee. Let me see if I can get that pistol. I gotta get some regular rounds, though. I got some of that other ammo in it. Shit. Alrighty. There it is, boys. The Ruger Stainless Steel Security 6. 6-inch barrel, 6-round revolver, adjustable sights. I just put new rear sights on this thing this year. And just about, I think I got it sighted in pretty damn good. But that sucker, that thing right there cost me $525 or $550, and I had to borrow $250 of it. God, I got it paid back though. About 2 months later, I got it paid back. And I took an old rifle sling that I bought off of eBay, made it into a real lightweight pistol belt. I mean, it's just perfect for a damn pistol belt for me. I don't need some wide, real 2-3 inch wide belt. Now, let's see. Which ammo am I going to use? I think it's in that 3rd ammo can. 3rd out of 6. Alrighty. Spent cartridges. That out of the way. Nope. Shotgun ammo. That out of the way. British 303 ammo out of the way. There they are. Okay, American Eagle 38 Special. I'll be damned. I had 5 boxes of Fiocchi full metal jacket truncated cone ammo, and that goddamn woman got some of my. Oh, I'm going. The more I discover, the more I get angry. Oh, I gotta let that anger go. It'll make you old. Viborg 001. Thank you, brother. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. I gotta get these modified snake shot rounds out of there. I'm gonna set them aside. Boy, that ex-fiance that I have. Oh God, man. That woman took liberties with my ammunition. She thought because we was in a relationship, that gave her some kind of entitlement to go into my ammo and other things of mine and just help herself. Oh boy. You want to talk about mad. I was mad enough to chew nails and shit barbed wire. The glamorous life. Oh, the glamorous life, huh? Hello there. Happy with, thank you. I say, I got that pistol loaded. But I'm going to have to go over this. Holy moly. I'll tell you what, fellas, this woman that just popped up wish me a happy birthday, the glamorous life. Whew, Lord, Lord, Lord. You want to talk about smoking hot? Oh, ho, 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 ho. Have mercy on my eyes. Be still my beating heart. Uh-huh. I'm serious. Lordy, lordy, lordy. Thank you much, ma'am. I sure appreciate that. Oh, boy. Mm-hmm. Boy, that girl is just, Lord of mercy. If I could get her into hunting and fishing and camping, my goodness. This is a great birthday now. I mean, it just gets better and better. All right. I've got to unplug that external and unplug that. Oh, unplug this thing here. And I happen to have my motion sensor on my light, my porch light out here set for 10 minutes, but it ain't going to take 10 minutes. We're going to do a 6-gun salute to the glamorous life. How about that? If a woman ever, oh dang, now I done said that dang thing was set for 10 minutes and it done went out. All right. If there was ever a woman that deserved to have a 6-gun salute, oh, Miss Glamorous Life is one that do. Let me see here. Oh my goodness. There we go. Well, all right, goods. That it don't matter. Oh, what I shoot or how many times I shoot or whatever. Yes, ma'am. I'll tell you. Let's see. The Glamorous Life says, Skiwee brought me here. Thank you, Skiwee. Oh, oh, she likes me. Mm-hmm. Happy birthday. Oh, it looked like she's singing happy birthday to me. Mm-hmm. You know, I've always wondered what X's and O's thing was about. I know it's one of them represents hugs, the other one kisses, but I don't know which is which to tell the truth. Oh my goodness. I tell you. She gonna subscribe to me because she likes me. My golly. I told you I was going to shoot that pistol. 6-round salute to the beautiful lady, the Glamorous Life. My goodness, my goodness. Yeah, got those spent shell casings. Gotta set them aside. And I had just bought some new Winchester ammo. Oh, let's see here. Now, I'll tell the truth. When I first heard of lead-free ammo, I thought, oh my God, what, that's just not right. But then I tried some of it, and this stuff is awesome. They're made of a complete copper slug all the way through, and they got the penetrating power of holy mackerel. They just tear stuff up. And they are self-defense round. Train and defend. Winchester. Lead-free. 38 special full metal jacket. Made in the USA. Just like the old mountain man, by golly. Glamorous life. Lord of mercy. I went over there. My eyes about popped out of my head. You want to talk about a gorgeous woman. Lord of mercy, Lord of mercy. I think my insides are still fluttering around. Hoo, 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 hoo. Yeah. Okay, I want to check out the stats on this. I seen this at the sporting goods shop. All right, need some more light here. Velocity at the muzzle, 900 feet per second. At 5 yards, no, yeah, 895 feet per second. At 25 yards, 877 feet per second. Energy at the muzzle, as the bullet just exits the barrel, it has 234 foot-pounds of knockdown power. At 5 yards, 231 foot-pounds of knockdown power, and at 25 yards, 222 foot-pounds of knockdown power. So that is truly self-defense ammo. Oh, or hunting ammo. Skiway copper ammo is good. You can fish the bullets out of the corpse and recycle them. I like that. Oh man. Oh, you know what? I am gonna have to go back over here to the Glamorous Lives channel, and oh my God. Whew. She got my heart beating a mile a minute. Just looking at that pretty picture. Yeah. Looky there. The battle of YouTube drama channels. I see her in them thumbnails, and I'm like, okay, yeah. Yeah, Jeff Copper Ammo is there might as well be. He done snuck in on me while I was over there looking at this pretty woman. Thank you, Midas. I appreciate it. Yeah, Jeff, you're right. Copper ammo is cleaner on the firearm. Uh, no lead foulings. Midas, if you got the. Oh, yeah, I'm doing great today, Midas. Hell yeah. I'm doing great today. Hell, that's, 50 freaking years in this world, and I'm just, you know, I'm amazed that I'm as young as I am in mind and body as compared to some of my contemporaries. They're just, I've seen other men my age and I was like ready to crawl in a casket and die. And I just couldn't believe it. It just tore me up. I'm like, holy mackerel. Adblock Plus user. Oh, you use Adblock too, huh? Thank you much, Adblock Plus user. 14 watching, 10 thumbs up, 3 down. Yeah, there you go. There you go. There you go. Oh my God. Um, I'll tell you what, I went over there to that channel. Whew, glamorous live lady, she is just holy macaroni. Wowzers, as they would say back in the day. Mhm. Fisher. I'm still getting a kick out of that comment by Skiwee. Copper ammo is good. You could fish the bullets out of the corpse and recycle them. They can pretty much do that with any ammo if you can get it. If you can get it out of there. If they don't go clean through them. I've got some of that Liberty Civil Defense ammo, and it's guaranteed 12-inch penetration into whatever, I guess, ballistic gel at 10 feet. And like, holy mackerel, what are the stats on the average gunfight? Uh, Somewhere between point blank and 12 feet, something like that. I'm not real sure. I'm working with stats that I just heard from somebody. I didn't really bother to look it up. Yeah, Midas. She's a looker. I mean, a looker. Looker meaning holy schmoly macaroni. Well, somebody took their thumbs down away. I appreciate that. Thank you. Hell, this is my birthday chat. This is my birthday live event. I've tried to show a bit of my intellectual side by my learned intellectual side. I don't know what did John Lavelle refer to as the poet warrior side by choosing that poem. I think about gaining so many years in this world and then just that poem came to mind. You know, Jeff Turlington, that remind your comment, haha, make sure you line them up then before you shoot, get three at one time. That reminds me of what Pancho Villa used to do with people he wanted to get rid of. Jay Waterston, 69, brother, I don't have any moonshine. Don't have any alcohol. I don't keep alcohol on hand. Uh, I just don't. Once in a blue moon, I'll buy a jug of Wild Turkey 101 proof, and then after that, when it's gone, it's gone. Sonny, is that Sonny Van Dweller out there? YouTube watch, aka Sonny? Uh, Not sure, but thank you. Thank you, Sonny. SUNNY. Yeah, got a feeling. I don't know. I'll have to. Yeah, I remember Sonny Van Dweller. I remember listening to, watching a lot of her videos, and yep, there's that van, a van. Yeah, I got a memory like a steel trap. I kind of figured. I'll never forget a beautiful woman. Thank you much, Jay Waterston. Oh, I listened to the a lot of your advice, Sonny. I mean, really. And whenever I hear good advice, I know it. I listened to a lot of your videos. I turn them on and just let them play. I'd be going about my business, and I always have a keen ear tuned to what was playing in the background. There was one on building wealth and success. I'm still working on it. Yeah, Midas, that's my Yugoslavian SKS 7.62 by 39 millimeter. Um, that's the one I was shooting holes all the way through that 2-inch thick slab of magnesium at about 30 yards. That would be great, Sonny. I would love to, even though I got to hear your voice. Don't really remember getting to see you yourself on camera, but that was all right. But something about that voice just, got me to pay attention. Chip Fan 1010, thank you much for the birthday wish. Yeah. Hope I didn't miss anybody. I've been looking this way and that, rolling cigarettes, talking, looking down now and then. Oh yeah, I remember Sonny Van Dweller. I have actually found a way for a poor man to invest in gold, but it's slow going, 1 gram at a time. Canadian gold maple leaf coins, the tiny little ones they're just tiny little bitty things, but it's 0.9999 fine gold from the Canadian Mint. And I'm building, slowly but surely, trying to get some, precious metals together. Can't really afford it, but when I got that extra 50 to $65, then I get one of those little grams of gold. Yeah, this dang smoking. I know that's an unattractive thing, but ain't no telling how many dates I've missed out on account of me smoking cigarettes. But then again, you'd be surprised at how long I can do without a cigarette if I'm in the company of a woman that I'm drawn to. Add block plus. Why did you retract your message? Just wondering. I didn't see anything bad. Vaping. Man, Skiwi, I tried that vaping stuff and I couldn't really get it right. Either that or I don't know if Sonny ever bought a fire kit from me. But then again, I think Skiwi's over here joking. I never could really get any satisfaction about that vaping. But Sonny's telling me that she says it takes some practice. Practice. I suppose, by practice you mean adjusting the different nicotine dosages, the different milligrams of nicotine. Holy mackerel, I'm back up to 1,385 subscribers. I lost 5 subscribers all in 1 hour after I had joined Hickbilly Hermit on one of his recent live events. I don't know what that was about. Building my own coils. I'm not real sure about what a coil is. That the element that burns or vaporizes the vaping liquid? A private hangout with Sonny. Well, tell you, my mind went there. I'm honest. I'm a man. Oh, I'm sorry. I gotta apologize for my mind. Yeah, it's the heat element, she says. I'm gonna have to That sounds like some in-depth work, tinkering and such. I don't know. A tank setup for bait. Oh boy. Scab Ugly channel. Thank you much, brother. I'm glad you stopped by. The Scab Ugly channel. Oh, Scab Ugly, he had trouble commenting on my videos a while back. I'm not sure if that flaw ever got worked out or if it's still persisting. I don't know. Let me know. Yeah, y'all make sure and read that poem that I copied and pasted from a site a while ago. Yeah. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. I don't know what it was, Scab Ugly, but if you have any trouble with it, I don't know what it was. You're not blocked, you're not banned, you're not, hell, I was dumbfounded. The only way I could get get your comments to show up. Oops, I done hit the dang computer. The only way I could get you to where your comments would show up would be to have you reply to a comment. Now I just don't know. That's got me just dumbfounded as to what in the world was going on. The heat now. I'm gonna have to look into making my own coils and starting out with a tank setup. I've had a couple of those little vaping outfits, the cheap ones from the convenience store, and I just sat around with those things, and it seemed to me like I was just constantly using that thing. It was aggravating. It got to where felt like my lungs were just almost cold from all the time I spent with that vaping thingamajigger. I don't post my videos to Google Plus, Midas. If someone comments on your video on Google Plus, it won't show up on YouTube. And if they comment on your video on YouTube, it won't show up on Google Plus. Or, vice versa, and whatever which way. But you know, I don't know. Those Google geeks, hell, they keep on trying to change things and improve things, and they keep messing things up. I send them feedback. I send them direct feedback. I scroll down to the bottom of a page and I'll send them feedback and I'll say, listen here, you cafe latte sipping idiots. The more you screw around with this computer platform known as YouTube, the more you mess things up and you create site bugs or glitches. And it's messing with my subscribers. It's messing with just the general operations of the channel. And I, for one, do not appreciate it. I told them that flat out, straight up. I hope I didn't run Sonny off with my overactive. I don't know. I just with my comment a while ago. Kiwi said something about a private chat about teaching me the basics on vaping, and I said my mind went there. I don't know. I'm just your average male. I've been accused of being a gentleman, but look out, you know. And I say I've been accused of being a gentleman. I'm just like any other guy. I just got more manners. I've just got more manners. Let's see here. Toggle time stamps just in case I miss a comment or something. Jeff Charlie didn't tell me vaping is a lot more involved. You can improve your vaping experience by choosing quality juices and setups. Yeah, I imagine so, and it sounds like it could get to be expensive too. But then again, the last time this past month, I spent $118 on 2 cans of tobacco and 4 books of cigarette papers. I don't know, Jay Waterston. I have no idea how I lost 5 subscribers in an hour. It must have been something I said over there on Hickbilly's chat. But then again, I'm always fucking up. But hell, I say fucking up. I'm just me. And if people don't like it, well, then they can just, get on down that information superhighway known as the internet. Or as I like to say, kick rocks down that dusty road. And by the way, my brother over in Oklahoma, my biological brother, he came out with that little catchphrase, kick rocks, when back in the 1980s, whenever he was dating. Scab Ugly said he quit smoking and started using snuff because it was cheaper. Now it's over $4, and well, the tobacco that I use is $50.55 before tax, and after the sin tax is added, it's 55 something. And that's for a 5.29 ounce can. And I gotta make 2 cans last me a whole month. And that means keeping my life stress free and not allowing a bunch of unnecessary bullshit in my life. A lot of people call it drama, but I don't use that word drama unless I'm talking about. There are plenty of Indian reservations nearby Skiwee, but they're over in Oklahoma, and I've been trying to get my relatives to go over there. I'll send them pictures by phone, by text message. This is it. This is what the kind of tobacco I need to get. and see if you can get it at a lower price than this. And I tell them, and I say, if I got the money on hand, then I got the money on hand, and I'll pay them for it when they get here. I never do see any results from that. Well, he could. I guess he could mail it to me. Midas, I didn't know you smoke. Never seen you smoke in your videos. Hello, little bird. You want to go outside? You're standing there smacking your chops around. Are you hungry? I'm trying to think of what I got for you to eat that's cooked and on hand. Don't tell me you're going to have me cooking chicken at a minute after 7 in the evening. You want me to cook you some chicken? Okay, well, I'll put some chicken on. All right, come on. You want to go outside? No? Okay. Daggone, dog. I swear, you're a mess. Okay, you see there? I got a bag of chicken, 2 chicken leg quarters, and I'll cook you some chicken. You don't have to. Right there in the middle of my live event, my birthday, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. You're not the organ. I'm a dog. I ain't saying nothing. There you go. Oh boy. Alright, I'm gonna cook the dog some chicken. I'm gonna get back over here to my computer. I know everybody can hear me, but you see what I gotta put up with? A spoiled, rotten dog that just loves chicken. Lord. Hell, I don't have anybody else to cook for. That's right, Jeff. Oh, Jay Waterston, Jay Waterston 69, Little Bear got some cupcakes a while ago. Little Bear wants cake and ice cream after he has barbecued ribs. Well, don't have any beef ribs around here. I don't eat that much pork. God bless, that stuff makes me sick. I got a pork allergy. I can't eat much pork. I can fry some bacon up good and crispy and make me a big old bacon sandwich, and I do pretty well with that. Oh yeah, Little Bear. What I'll do is I'll cook that chicken. I'll give him the skin, the bones, and the broth. That's what he's accustomed to. If I was just to give that dog a whole chicken leg quarter, he'd look at me like, "Is this mine? Can I eat this?" Like, I'd have to stand there and tell him, "Yeah, it's yours. Go ahead and eat it." And then I'd have to turn my back and walk away so he would eat it. But if I just give him the skin, the bones, and the chicken broth, well, then he's all good. He'll chow down. Well, then I mix all that with his dry food, and he comes in here looking like he's carrying a watermelon in his belly. That dog is as rotten as a roadkill possum. Oh, I gotta lean over here and straighten up this empty ammo box that's holding my computer stand up. Let's see here. The computer's getting a little hot. I gotta move it around on that cooling pad just right. So as to get some air up in there. Don't want to let this thing overheat. Yeah, I know that sound is most likely coming over the microphone. The sound of that fan rattling. That cooling pad is over a year old, and it's missing a couple of blades. Andrew Hondo. He's from West Virginia. Might have said nope, no fan sound. Well, that's good. It was rattling on my end. Rattling like a mad diamondback. What's the secret to throwing and catching Bowie knives? You do it very carefully. Jay Waterston. See here. All right, I'll have to kind of show you a little bit with this M8 or M7. Now, my mentor, he doesn't like this. I'll just have to explain a little bit as I show you. You hold it like that there, and then you take and toss it, making sure that the knife only travels with the handle going toward, making sure it don't turn. Make sure that handle just stays straight. There was a time when I was sitting in my mentor Sonny's home, and he just reaches over, he grabs a knife, he just grabs it, and one smooth move, he sends that knife sailing over there toward me. And he said, "Boy, you just reached up, took that knife out of there like you was taking it off a shelf." And the funny thing was, his older sister, was sitting in a chair in the corner of the house. You know, Sonny was over here, and his sister was over here, and I'm back off over this direction, and she ain't in no danger, but she's scared for me. And I swear, I think I seen her pull her legs up, and she just kind of made a sort of a, I don't know, it wasn't exactly a scream, but it was some kind of racket. And it about scared the pee out of that poor woman. Of me. Yeah, one of my mentors named Sonny was Sonny. Not to be confused with Sonny Vandweller. Slim Notorious. Yeah. Feliz Caplinos. I guess that there is happy birthday in Espanol. here's the, yeah. Andrew Hondo said his old daddy used to say, here's the 22, go rustle your grub. That's about it. No, Andrew, I do believe I have handled blades like this enough to where I'm not going to be cutting myself. I have made a few slips, though, cutting some half-frozen beef. Yeah, cut myself to the bone on that knuckle here a little while back. Put a pressure bandage on it after I got the bleeding stopped. I just took the dressing off and let it heal. Now, this old bayonet, what is it? US M8A1. That's what's on the scabbard. And in these low light conditions, I'm going to have to try to find a big cigarette lighter or something. Oh, hell, I'll just use that one that Jeff sent me for my birthday. By golly. Let's see if we can find some markings on this thing. 80 Charlie or 80C. And then over here on this other side, I see. It's US M7. So it's an M7 bayonet with an M8A1 scabbard. I got that at Antlers and Sports pawn shop in Fort Smith, Arkansas, which it's now reverted back to the owners, the original owners, and they renamed it Pawn Stars of Fort Smith. Not exactly the most high class place in the world, but by golly, I do business there and they're good people. What kind of concealed carry knife do you have there, Midas? Andrew Hondo, oh, he talking big about shaving with a machete, a Tramontina. Yeah, buddy, now that's something old Crocodile Dundee be doing there. It'd be like, g'day, mate. Oh, shave with me little knife over here. G'day, mate. Oh, be shaving with me little knife. This daggum knife's about that dang long. I remember that movie, old Crocodile Dundee's out there on the edge of that water with that girl. That girl reporter, and he's a watching her, and she's a watching him, and he's over there with a regular razor shaving. She comes around, and he takes that big old knife out and starts messing around his face. I'm like, oh, brother. The girl just a grinning because she knows what the hell's going on. She seen him shaving with that razor and not that knife. Camellia's carnivore. Concealed carry. Oh, CC equals Camellia's carnivore. I see. Added straps of rubber to widen it on the handle, I reckon. Yeah. Didn't like the end of the handle. Added straps of rubber to widen it. That should help with the grip too. Oh boy. Well, there's an old 22 sitting back here too. This thing It needs a front sight. Put them damn cigarettes down for a minute. But yeah, this 22 here, it needs a sight. It got broke off somehow or another, but this was part of the 5-gun trade. You know, there was a video I got up, cast iron cooking in long guns with the mountain man, and I think I had all 5 guns in that video. No, this one ain't loaded. But the dang thing loads through the ass end of the stock. Got a ramrod there. And I'm going to be working on this thing, trying to restore it. It's been a lot of years. It's been a few years. It's just been sitting around, gathering dust. I fired it a few times. I didn't shoot it. You don't shoot your gun, you fire it. Heard too many people say, well, I shot that gun a couple times. I said, well, how many times did you hit it? Because if you're shooting something, yeah, well, anybody out there? Anybody out there knows what I'm talking about. It's just I'm being kind of particular about terms and slang, terminology and slang. You know, this thing would be one hell of a squirrel killer if I could just get me a front sight for it. Let's see. There it is. There's the name of it. Ward's Western Field 14M 14 Motel 488 Alpha 22 long rifle only, patent pending. And by golly, the one flaw that I remember about this thing as it fires is that last round has trouble cycling. And I'm thinking it's the feed ramp. The spring, you know, the spring and the action is strong. I'm thinking it might be the feed ramp. I'm not quite sure. I'll have to work with it some. Yeah, hot water heater. That's like saying hot water heater. Andrew Hondo said, Mountain Man, you need to review the South American made machetes, bro. They're some legit tough suckers. Now, I'd like to get a hold of some genuine South American machetes. You know, my grandpa had an old machete. That could be it, Midas. That damn spring in that tube. Let me check that out. Now that sucker feels kind of strong. And again, it might be a lubricant. The firearm is kind of dry. It doesn't have much lubrication in it. It might need to be greased. That thing, I had to check that just now, and it's pushing against my finger pretty hard. It might just need a little oil. That could be one of the problems. I never have oil that or greased it or anything. I have cleaned it, run a cleaning rod and some solvent through the barrel. But somebody had this thing a long time ago, and I don't know if it's showing up on camera, but they completely remade the trigger guard and the trigger. The trigger on this thing is homemade plastic, and that's plastic, and they painted it green. They painted it green. Why in the world would they do that? They painted this whole dang thing green, a green stripe, and I scraped a bunch of that crap off of there. The stock has been nailed together. And this rifle has been abused, but I'm going to restore it. I'm going to restore it, and I'm going to get that sucker in good working order before I can get out here and pop me some field rats and some uh, squirrels and rabbits, bag some more food for the freezer. Unless I'm just constantly making fire steel sales, I'm hunting for my food. And it's a good thing that, there's ammo, 22 ammo back on the shelves at places like the local gun shops and Academy Sports. I try never to buy ammo at Walmart. Hell, what once was considered just cheap ammo, the Federals. Whenever I was growing up, Federal ammunition was considered cheap target ammo. 99 cents for a box of 50 rounds. That just wasn't right. It just didn't really seem to me to be anything I wanted to bother with. So I would buy things like Winchester. And let's see, I was real hot on Remington, but after I got more than a few misfires, with Remington, I said, well, the Remington name is good, but their Bolt 22 ammo is not so hot. I finally worked my way up to CCI and Winchester. And the safety on this thing. Check this out, Midas. The action, pull that back, pull it back, and push it in. Pull it all the way back and push it in. Lock it open. Lock the chamber open, and there's your safety. And you pull that thing. I hear a little bear. He's a boo. He sounds like a damn coon dog whenever he goes to barking. Yeah, that's the safety. Pull that bolt all the way back, push it in, and that's your safety. Man, that thing is light. Light on the pull, you just barely touch it and it'll chamber around. But as I said before, it ain't got a round in it. But I put CCI in here and it fires every one of them except for that last round. And I'm definitely going to be putting some oil in the spring tube and they're in that action and trying it out, see how it is. I've heard of Machete Specialist. Andrew Hondo, yeah, I have heard of Machete Specialist. I hit the like button on their Facebook page a while back. High Desert Pioneer. Oh, snap. Big party on the backside of that there mountain. Well, it's not exactly a big party, but we celebrate. We celebrating. I wonder where Alicia Clegg is. Oh, Thunderwolf 39 came by. Hey buddy, how you doing? Thunderwolf, if you've changed your YouTube name in the last couple of years, you're gonna have to kind of jar my memory a little bit. And some of these new YouTube names kind of catch me off guard if I haven't seen them yet or hadn't been told about them yet. But man, these older firearms, once you get them tuned up and get some new parts in them, or get some either vintage parts for them and get them to shooting, oh man, you can't beat them. You can't beat the older firearms. And some people want to complain, well, they're heavy. Well, it takes the recoil, it reduces the recoil. And then a 22 recoil ain't hardly anything anyway, but every little bit helps. Every little bit helps. Oh, I've handled a nylon 66 and that thing, just a little bit of recoil, it knocks that side off. But I fired this thing before and it stays stone still firing CCI mini mags. I know the Machete Specialist is a legit website. A lot of my knives, I've got like 5 Bowie knives, Andrew, and they're all made by the Case Company, WR Case and Sons. I've got one knife that was made by Down Under Knives. It's the Outback Bowie, and that damn thing is a nightmare to sharpen. 440C stainless, tempered way harder on the edge than it is on the back, and it's just a freaking nightmare to try and sharpen. Took me 3 days at 30-minute intervals to get that damn thing to where it had a chopping axe edge on it, and I was using a mill bastard to sharpen it. Yeah, I definitely agree, Midas. A milled receiver is better than overstamped. Yeah, if it's milled, uh, it's it just seems more solid. Yeah, my brother, he said that he made a comment about how you can tell a milled receiver from anything else, and he said if you look, it'll have little pock marks in it, in that metal. And we was talking about the bolt at the time. I had to buy a new bolt carrier, and for the SKS, and he told me to look at it and see if it had anything like little pock marks in it. What was the best machete you ever owned, Grit Biscuit? Grit Biscuit says best machete I've ever owned, but it didn't name which one it was. Or did I miss something? I have to scroll back up, see if I missed a comment from Grit. Katie Storts. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I missed your comment. Katie, if you're still watching, uh, thank you for the birthday wish. She says, hi, Mountain Man from Katie and Scott. Katie bought one of my fire steels for her husband Scott. He's a 22-year U.S. veteran. He's retired, and by golly, he's home, being a daddy to their 9-month-old baby girl, and of all things, my voice is what calms that child down when she's fussy. So when the little girl gets fussy, Mama and Daddy put on one of my videos, and that little girl hears my voice, and she just calms right down after a little bit. That's happened to me a time or two. There was a neighbor girl over there in Barling, Arkansas. Her child was fussy, and she had to come. The girl had to come to me to one day to like borrow a pack of cigarettes or something. Yeah, it was a pack of cigarettes. And when I answered the door, the little girl, their baby boy, heard my voice. The mama's holding the baby's crying, and she's trying to ask me for a pack of smokes. And as soon as I started talking, it got the child's attention, and he quit crying. Refresh the page, Grit. Make you a moderator so you can post that link. Just don't get too sassy. Just don't go letting it go to you. Hey, I know Grit. He's a good guy. Bless his soul. He sent me some ammo so I could hunt me some grub here a little while back. Yeah, it was probably 2.5, 3 years ago. Grit Biscuit. He sent me some 12 gauge ammo, buckshot and slugs, and he sent me a box of CCI mini mags. And those mini mags came in real handy. I bagged a lot of game with those 100 rounds. I probably got 85 animals with that 100 rounds, with just that little margin of error for, the occasional miss whenever, you take aim on a squirrel, you better kill him in the first second or two. Otherwise, you're just not gonna. They won't sit still. The critters just don't sit still for very long. And I just heard little bear bark. He wants back in. Oh boy. Little bear, you are a mess. I'm telling you, boy, you a mess. You are a mess. You're terrible. Spoiled. You squawk so dang much, you smell. Oh, I had to get my little camp stove and my coffee cup and my steel cup. I gotta warm me up a cup of coffee. And there's one of them big lighters. I'll just use that. Don't want to burn all the fuel out of my. Boy, that's a good thing about having a little camp stove like that. Grit, you can post a link in the chat now if you want. Oh yeah, Grit, those rounds came in real handy. Those 12 gauge slugs. Those 12 gauge slugs, I think there was 10 of them. And I went out here and I used about 3 of them on a herd of wild hogs, them old feral pigs. And I bagged 2 young ones that was about 6 months old and an old boar. And those young ones, they went about a good 45, 50 pounds. And that old boar that I killed, he was the leader of the herd. He was the big alpha male hog. I bet he had tusks about like that. You know, they just curved. But if you took the tip and then the back end of that tusk, it'd be about 4 inches from the tip to the end, and it would bow down. It was a big old hog. He was mean too. He didn't go down easy. It took 2 shots. I hit him solid, broadside. But it was on the right side instead of the left, and I didn't hit him in the heart. Blowed that, oh God almighty. I crippled him, had to go over there. I didn't get right up on him. I had to get right up there about 10 paces from him and put that shotgun bead right on that big booger's head. And I blowed his damn brains out. I put his lights out. I put his lights out solid. I put that big old pig's lights out solid, and I was eating on it was right around 400 pounds. He's a big old booger. Been tearing up farmers' fields and raiding the ranchers' cattle feeders where they was feeding their animals sweet feed and grain, and he's tearing up horse ranches. The feeders and the horses, the horse ranches around here. Damn animal was just tearing them camp stoves are powerful handy whenever the power goes out. Well, I got them 3 videos up of what happened during the polar vortex of 2013. I outlasted that whole thing. Well, that damn pig did not go down easy. They never do. I mean, unless you blow that heart out or nail them right smack in the head, then they're not gonna die easy. Now I tried. I damn sure tried. I thought I was close enough. I was a good 45 yards from that damn big old pig. He said he gonna lift my butt off. Andrew said he gonna lift my butt off the ground with a hillbilly boot. Grit Pilgrim. Grit ain't no pilgrim. I can guarantee you that. He'll get out there and target practice at whatever, whenever, and sing the Brady Bunch song while he's at it. And he'll ring that bell on that target every damn time. You know, Grit Biscuit, you better get it. He's from the South. He got him some firearms. He just, you better know. You better know. I'm telling you. Man, send you ammo. You know he's got firearms sitting around. I know. Andrew Hondo was a joking. He was a carrying on. But I've seen Grit in videos, target practicing, and he is good. I wouldn't mind having him on a hunting trip with me. Not at all. I know good and well he's a crack shot. Now, me, whenever I was using that little Heritage Rough Rider 22, little revolver, I hadn't even sighted that thing in, to tell the truth, and I called it a target practicing video. I should have called it a sighting in video or just wasting ammo video. I was just out there capping off rounds. I eventually sold that little pistol to my stepdad for $25 whole. Of course, I really didn't lose anything on the bargain because I got it for free. It was given to me by somebody that didn't want firearms in their house. Bless their hearts. And, it's a free pistol and brand new. It cost about $156. So I just let my stepdad have it for 25. Might as well be. Says, so far I'm only good at near to mid range. Need somewhere to practice long range. Well, Midas, come on out to the house. Hell, there's a logging road up here. And me and my buddy Bill, we go up there. We'll set targets out there on that logging road. And at certain places, certain junctures in that road where we know we'll be able to hear anybody on a motorcycle or driving a truck or whatever vehicle. If we hear anybody talking, we'll holler, hey, we're target practicing over here. We're about to target practice over here. Now, if we're already target practicing, people got better sense. Than to come up on rifle shots like that. Old Grit Biscuit, love you, MM. Going to bed now. Have to get up early for stupid work. Happy birthday, brother. Much love to you, sir. Grit, man, I wished I had to get up early to go to work. I really do. Sitting here like this, my back gets stiff, but I got good company. Let's see here. Andrew Hondo says, I shot 4 hogs in the head with a 22 with heavy 41 grain feds in the eye. Killed 4 hogs with 4 rounds, stone cold dead, 150 yards on my granny's property. What kind of scope was you using? What kind of optics was you using? Weaver red dot? $150. I couldn't see a pig's eye at 150 yards. I got one of the sharpest left shooting eyes. My buddy Bill over says that I'm the best left-handed shot that he's ever seen. You're spinning me a yarn. You want me to swallow that hog slop? Son, I swear. I've told some doozies in my day. How about time for some humor? Some hunting humor. Everybody out there knows about endangered species. Now think about all the endangered species out there, but think about birds. Think about birds. There's birds on the endangered species list. Now it's a joke. My mentor, Sonny, he's about 78 years old now. He told me this joke on the phone one day. He says, "Did you hear the one about the old fella that got arrested for shooting a spotted owl?" And I said, "No, Sonny, I hadn't heard the one about the old fella that got arrested for shooting a spotted owl." And it's an elderly gentleman, and he lived back in the hills, and there had been a game warden in the neighborhood that day, and they was out there and just being out in the woods like game wardens are. And he happened upon this old man that had shot, plucked, and cooked a spotted owl. Well, he arrested the poor old fellow and he put him in jail. And the poor old fellow is sitting out there. He's standing there in front of the judge. And the judge said, "Sir, did you know that spotted owls was an endangered species?" And he says, "Well, I know that owl was in danger when I leveled out on him with my rifle." He said, "No, sir, you don't understand. It is against the law to kill spotted owls. Did you know that?" And he said, "No, sir, I didn't. All I know was I was hungry. And I killed him and I ate him." And he says, and the judge said, was kind of taken aback by the statement that the man was hungry and he ate that owl. And he said, "Well, sir, just out of curiosity, what did that spotted owl taste like?" And he said, "Oh, somewhere twixt a whooping crane and a bald eagle." Good God Almighty, whooping crane and a bald eagle. Oh, Lordy, Lord, Lord, Lord. Somewhere between a whooping crane and a bald eagle, he said. Well, I'll tell you the first firearm that I ever shot, that I ever fired, the first firearm I ever fired in my life that was in my hands. Now, bear with me here. Was a 357 Magnum loaded with a 38 caliber round, 38 special round. No, wait a minute. My dad did load that pistol with a 357 Magnum round. I was 5 years old. Paul Buchema. How do, brother? Happy birthday to you. I can't stay along, but I had to jump in. Don't eat bald eagles. That'll get you in a world of trouble. I know that, brother. Anyway, Dad loaded that pistol, his Smith& Wesson, or no, it was a Dan Wesson. Dan Wesson, nickel-plated, 357 Magnum with a 4-inch barrel. He loaded that thing up with Magnum rounds, took me out in the yard, in the backyard over in Sallisaw, Oklahoma, and he put the gun in my hands, and I'm looking at this big old hand cannon, and I looked up at Dad, and I'm like, Dad, you know, I'm just looking at him. I didn't really say anything, just looking up at him. Like, I can't shoot this. It's too big, you know. And so he said, son, what we're going to do is you're going to do the aiming and you're going to squeeze the trigger. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cock the hammer and I'm going to put my hands over yours and help you control the recoil so you don't get dotted between your eyes. And by golly, yeah, it worked. He went out there and he set up a soda pop bottle, a glass Coca-Cola soda pop bottle, a big one. Sets that up on a cement block in front of the burn barrel where we burned our trash. And he says, "Now, son, take the pistol in your hand." And he cocks the hammer back and puts his hands over mine. And he kind of scoots my finger over on the trigger. And he says, "Anytime you're ready, aim and squeeze that trigger." And I did. That soda pop bottle just busted all to pieces. Was about 10 paces away. That was the first and last pat on the back that I ever got from the old man. Good job, son. Good job. You did it. I'll remember that for the rest of my life. And I was all of 5 years old. About 1975. 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73. That was 1973. It was 1973. It was 75 when Dad left. Bless his soul, he was too young and silly, and he hadn't got all his running and gunning and partying and everything out of his system before him and Ma got married. And, you know, we all make mistakes when we're young. We all make bad decisions. And we learn from those bad decisions. I talked to my daddy a few years, about it. It was about a year or so, about 7 or 8 months before he passed away. And I said, "Dad, I don't blame you for leaving, because we all make mistakes. We all screw up, sometimes in a big way. Sometimes it affects the lives of others. And I grew up all right. I missed having you around, but that's okay. We're getting to know one another, even if it is by way of the telephone." I took what I could get when it come to Dad and his time and his wisdom and his advice. I took what I could get, and I benefited from that. And I hold no harsh feelings toward the man at all, none whatsoever. I try to look at it, I made my mistakes. I've screwed up. A lot. Sometimes dang near to the detriment of my own life. That's all behind me. I'm living a nice, peaceful life, and I got a little business going now and then on by way of YouTube. I've made a lot of good friends. Hupple's cat says he can't stay long, but halfway to 100. Congrats. Halfway to 100. Yeah, buddy. Might as well be. That's real talk. Thank you for sharing it. You bet you might as well. It's that's just of uh, that's part of who I am and what I am, brother. Thank you, Hupples. Halfway to 100, by golly, that's a good way to look at it. Andrew Hondo says, I like them Henry 357 38 lever rifles. I want one of those. Uh, I really do like a lever action gun, a lever action rifle. Those are awesome. I would really love to have one of those lever action Henry repeaters in 357 Magnum. I've seen one and it was listed for about $800, and it was over at a Walmart, one of my least favorite stores in the world. You know, ever since I started grocery shopping at Harp's grocery store over in Fort Smith on 74th Street. Shoot, I walked out of there on the first of the month with $134 worth of groceries, and that shopping cart was full. You try doing that with $134 at Walmart, you won't walk out of there with 8 bags of groceries. And that's in itty bitty plastic sacks. Paul Buchanan. I don't know how to pronounce your last name, Paul. If I'm mispronouncing it, please excuse me. But Paul says 22 long rifle here, about 12 years old, rodent control initiation. Rodent control initiation. My first firing. My son has shot my 177 caliber air rifle, but nothing more yet. No air gun or firearm discharge allowed in the city I I live in. Might as well be says he got a Henry large loop. It's only a 22 long rifle, but it's fun as hell. I imagine it is. Midas. I I don't have a lever action rifle yet, but I'm looking to get one like Andrew Hondo is talking about, the 357 38 lever action. Those things, you throw a 357 Magnum round, you take some of those Hornady uh, lever lever evolution rounds, you throw some of them in there, and that's a hog killing bullet. That's a hog killing round. It will tear some stuff up. It'll kill the deer. It'll kill a hog. Uh, and the hogs around here are terrible. Might as well be says the working the lever is just an awesome feeling. Kind of like the rifleman, you know, Chuck Connors from way back when. The rifleman. Of course, we got a buddy here on YouTube, Chuck Connors. Don't know where he is or what he's doing, but I wish he could join us. I'm just not real sure. Yeah, he might be tending to family, having having family time this time of evening. Yeah, I didn't know. I told let's see, the oily prepper. I told her that I was thinking about doing a live chat for my birthday to celebrate this half century mark. Working class survival. Working class survival commented said I had my 50th this Saturday. Old sure caught up with us both. I don't know about old. Yeah, I got 50 years invested in this world, but by golly, yeah, I've seen you handle them knives and such. You ain't old. Old is a that right there. That just goes with moldy, and yeah, we got to think younger than that, Gary. We got to think younger than that. We got to think young, be young, live young. Stump Greenwood, it's good to see you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Nah, Gary Gilliam, Working Class Survival. Everybody check out his channel. I surely would appreciate it, and so would he. He's a real good guy, nice, polite. He thanks people for watching his videos, and he's just an all around good guy. You know, he's not foul mouthed like I am, and he's you know, I just couldn't say I've watched so many of his videos, and he doesn't change. He's just the same good guy in every video. And he'll show you affordable options if you're on a tight budget. Now, Stump Greenwood says, remember, 50 ain't old at all if you're a tree. Oh, well, if you're a tree. Well, I've been told that I'm steady as an oak. So that might count for something there, Stump. By golly, I do. I vouch for Working Class Survival 100%. He's a real good fella, and he deserved to have his channel grow. You know, he shows people things that he has bought for himself and that he uses himself. Yeah, these are things he's paid his money out for. You know, budget blades and things like that. Budget firearms. You know, it's all his equipment that he shows off. It's just like, you know, the things that I suggest people get, people buy. I buy them myself with my money, and I'll make a video if I think it's worth, you know, people going and getting. You know, I ain't gonna be buying anything too awful expensive unless it's just one of those rare occasions when I paid $139 for a cold steel Recon Tanto made in the USA of that carbon 5 or carbon V steel, and it's got the leather scabbard with a double snap. And by golly, it's, you know, I've got two of them. I've got one that I got for 89. No, I didn't buy it. Stephanie, when we were together, she bought me the used uh, cold steel Recon Tanto for 89 bucks. And it had the powder coat stripped off the spine of the knife from the handle all the way up. It had a few little scratches on it. I told her, you know, I asked her, I said, you know, be okay I used a credit card on this? And she said, hold off on that, would you? And I'm wondering, you know, why? It's just 89 bucks. But I said, okay, I held off on it. And it turns out she surprised me with it on my birthday. Bless her heart. I wish things would have worked out between me and her. But dang it, just couldn't see no good in it. She was kind, sweet, generous, all that good stuff. But I know that I kind of figure, you know, if it come down to having her by my side in a shit hit the fan situation, got a feeling I'd do more protecting than be looked after. Yeah, well, everything we review, Andrew, that's true because we don't have any sponsors. Some of these bigger channels, they have sponsors, and they get things just handed to them and given to them, and then they do the review and they say, here, go buy this fancy gadget or this big whopping, this knife that costs 600 damn dollars or something like that. Now, I just don't abide that. I tell people, I said, you know, you really don't need all that fancy gear, that high dollar stuff. You know, if you want a good knife, go search vintage and then type in go to eBay and search vintage, whatever, and get the older stuff. Because the older stuff generally holds up better than this newer fancy britches bullshit. And if I get a thumbs down or 3 or 10 on account of that statement, then so be it. That's just my opinion. My opinion from my experience. By golly. You know, I've got some newer knives from the Cold Steel Company. Got the newer Mossberg 590. I've got the Remington 870. Dewey. Oh, there he is. That's one of my newer subscribers. He says the older stuff typically does hold up better. Yeah. If you can get it in good shape and take care of it, by golly. Yeah, I've got a knife over here that my buddy Bill had given me. Dude, he says he's been watching my videos the past couple of months and enjoyed it. I'm glad you have been. I hope you got some useful info out of it. Yeah, Andrew, the old hickory knives. I've got an old hickory blade right over here without a handle. I'm going to put a handle on it. And I have believe it or not, the same type of steel in a case, a WR Case and Sons butcher knife. 2 of them, in fact. And I got them both off of eBay. Got one for $12 and another one for $25. It was near new. It was in new condition. Mr. Full Auto AK-47 just popped in the chat out there. Happy birthday. There you go. That's unique. birthday. It's like BEAR. There you go. By golly. Thank you there, Mr. Full Auto AK. AK-47. Refresh this page again. Oh boy. I swear. I ain't had this much fun in a while. Just sitting here reading comments off in the side chat. I hadn't had anybody I hadn't had anybody join me here on the panel, but I'm more than willing to post a link or throw out an invite. If I posted a link, I'd probably wind up with something I didn't want. I remember once me and Hickbilly Hermit was we was in a chat. We was in a live event, and damn, we was having a good time. And next thing you know, well, he posts a link in the side chat where everybody's typing up stuff, and the next thing you know, some dingbat jumps in the dang chat, and he's got his drawers, these smiley face boxer shorts, pulled down over his privates, and he's flinging his little peanut around all over the place. I thought, Lord God Almighty! I said, heck, kick him out, boot him, you know. And we're both working hard to eject that fool, and he just ruins the whole damn chat. And Hick had to delete it, or otherwise he'd wind up with a community guidelines strike on his channel. Andrew Hondo's wishing me a happy birthday again. One hillbilly to another hillbilly. I appreciate it, Andrew. I mean, I got my little aches and pains here and there, and if I don't stress myself too much out here pushing and pulling on these sandstone, that's the hardest thing about working this place. I've got to use levers and a block and tackle or pulley and ropes and a hand cart to move those things these days. You know, I can't just get out there and lift around on them anymore. It's not like I could pick anything that big up. If you post a link, delete it quick. Yeah, I'm not gonna post a link, but if you know you go to your video manager, and if I send you a link by way of the YouTube messaging system, you can just click on that link and it'll open up the chat, and you join me here on the panel. But you'd have to click on your video manager at the top there on your main channel, and then or click on your picture there and go to your creator studio, and then click on community, and then you'll see messages, and you click on that, and that's where you'd see it in your inbox. So if anybody wants to join me here, let me know. Hell, we got another few hours to kill. I'm generally a night owl. At this time of night, I'm most generally watching movies on YouTube. You know, things like I just watched this one movie called The Survivalist with Jack Tillman. It's It's a 1980s cheesy uh, post of not post apocalyptic, but more of oh, what the heck? How would you describe it? There's martial law and there's talk of a limited nuclear exchange. And one bad thing about it, though, they got these this damn scene in that movie about what looks like country folks or hill folks or something like that coming up into these people's houses and harming folks. I don't know about adding people to my chat. I know how to add people. It's just finding people this time of evening that want to do it, that feel like joining me, and nobody has so far. No one's expressed any interest in joining the chat, and joining the panel here. You know, hell, right up here. You know, I click on this little icon with the plus sign by it, invite people. And there's the permalink. Let me check something out here. Alrighty. I just want to look at something and see if this is going to work. Yep, that is all it was. All right then, Andrew. I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna go over to your channel and see if I can send you a message with the link. Yeah. You got that John Wayne picture up there. All righty. I Mr. Full Auto AK-47. Does he use a Mini 14 in that? Yeah, I think he uses a Mini 14 in that movie. Gets to his bug out location at the end and survives. Yeah, he survives with a pretty blonde nurse. Paul says, night, Paul. See you next time. Good night, Paul. We'll see you later. Well, I sent Andrew that link. Yeah, it's hell, I don't know how many people this event could hold without it getting some you know, whenever you get too many people in here, my audio system is not that great and it starts to robot sound. So maybe one or two people. It'd be good to have some folks to talk with, interact with directly. 13 viewers. I guess people just might as well be. Happy birthday, MM. Gotta roll out. I guess Midas has got some things to do, or people to see, or woman to do, or see, or something. Good night, Midas. I had to put that 60-second. I had to and turn on that slow-mo mode so I could keep up with everything. Sometimes people get to commenting so fast I can't hardly read everything. Some people are a little more swift on the draw on these things. Oh man. Let's see. I wonder. He's got to feed the dogs, feed the dogs, feed myself, get cleaned up. Yeah, I've been having a good one so far. Oh man. I remember once somebody said just one wrong word and I ended up deleting the whole damn live event. I killed it and then I deleted it. And somebody opened their mouth the wrong way, and well, I've since put that old boy on the YouTube blacklist because as far as my channel goes, I gave him a royal cussing over there on Google Plus, public for everybody to by God see, concerning his silliness. That was about 3.5 years ago, 2.5, 3 years ago. Midas. Hell, I figured you might have a this early on in the evening, Midas, at 8:23 p.m. I figured you'd had yourself a hot date with a pretty girl or something. He's probably already headed out, go feed his dogs and get himself something cooked to eat. Speaking of cooking something to eat, I need to check on that chicken. It don't sound. I didn't put much water in that. Oh dang! Ugh. Oh hell no! The goddamn. Well, that tank done. That's a problem with these little bitty tanks. All right, we got a fire under there. I got a backup stove over here. I'm sorry, little bear. I let that propane tank run out on the 1 pound, 1 burner stove. So I gotta check something out here. Let me see here.
You. How you doing, man?
Let's see here. Hondo.
How you doing, sir?
All right. How about yourself?
I'm good as rain.
Was you
Happy birthday.
joshing me on that Was you joshing on that 150-yard shot on them pigs?
Yes, sir, I did. I was 18 years old when I did it. Open sights with a Savage Mark II. Same old beater gun
Oh,
I've had since I was a kid. Yeah, I did.
I don't remember you saying that you was 18 at the time. Now, them young eyes, you might be able to do that.
Well, I should have said 18. Not about now, but back when I was younger, I could.
18 years old now, by golly, those young eyes, them sharp now.
Oh, yeah, I got him on a dead run going down a hill.
There you go.
Got him right in the back of the head. Bam. Going right through their eyeballs.
Well, those hogs, they are something, though.
Oh, yeah. I had a buddy of mine getting gored in the leg by one. Ripped his leg from,
Oh, damn.
oh, yeah. Ripped his leg from knee to his freaking bottom of his foot out. Dragged him about 4 yards.
Damn.
I seen a whole herd of hogs eat a dog in 2 minutes. Nasty.
They'll do it. They'll do it. They'll kill a dog quick.
Oh yeah.
They'll kill him, eat him and nothing flat.
My granddaddy always said if you don't put a board between you and the hog in a pen, they'll knock you to the ground and eat you in a minute.
Yeah, they'll kill you. Oh, damn. Hell, they'll eat any damn thing.
Yeah, they will. I've seen.
You know, my old daddy, he told me, he said, son, you can take one hog and put it in a high pen up on a hill and fix up a chute where that hog's shit will flow down into another hog's trough and feed that hog up in that high pen a bunch of corn. And that he asked me, he said, which hog do you think's gonna get fatter? And I said, the one eating the corn? He said, no, the one eating the other hog shit. Because that first hog has pre-digested the corn for the other hog. And I said, well, why would that other hog want to eat that other hog shit? And he says, that's pigs for you. They'll eat anything.
Oh yeah, I've seen hogs eat other dogs' crap, and I've seen them eat cow crap. I've seen them eat chickens. I've seen them eat anything.
Roadkill.
Yeah.
There's an old boy named Cornbread Dinger that lived down in Frog Level, Arkansas. He said that he caught himself a big old boar hog, put it out in the pen, and he would go out and shovel up roadkill for it.
Damn. Yeah, they'll eat. I know my uncle has a couple hogs, and he caught them up in the woods above his house, and he's been raising them ever since. And he just feeds them anything, man. Apples, freaking old rotten apples, anything get out of the woods, pears, peaches.
Oh, they'll eat fruits and vegetables and meat. Yeah.
We ought to see them little suckers, man. You let them out of the pen into the garden where it's fenced off after they're done, harvesting everything. They'll just bulldoze that whole entire garden up and root it out and eat everything in it.
Mm-hmm.
And then he'll drag them hogs back in their main pen, and they'll have that whole place rooted out in like a day.
they'll do it. You've heard that old expression. My grandpa, he used to tell me, "Boy, you better behave yourself. I'll tear you up like a sow's bed."
It sounds about right. Yeah, they tear up the ground real good, man.
Yeah, if you need ground tore up, there ain't no better tiller than an old hog.
Oh hell no! They till that damn they sow that land up every time they get done harvesting, man. Looks like they done tilled the whole ground up.
They tear up a hayfield, a good field of alfalfa. I've seen them tear up a good field of alfalfa and just make it worthless. And them hay farmers that sells that expensive alfalfa hay to them racetracks over there like Blue Ribbon Downs in South Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Those farmers, they'll hire you to kill them pigs.
Oh yeah. Well, they're like that in Florida too. The ranchers down there. When I was living in Florida, were paying dudes to come out, begging dudes to come out there, kill them hogs out because they're rooting up the ground and eating all the darn cows' feed and everything else. And man, they just beg you to come out there and shoot hogs all day. I wore out a boat on a 308, killing hogs all day. I mean, the gun went hot, wore the barrel out and the boat. Had to buy a new gun. It was totally gone. I killed probably about 10, 15 hogs in a day. That's how bad it was there before. I mean, hogs everywhere.
There's a big old herd of them up here on the mountain. They pretty much stay away from people. They've learned. I think some old, about half a dozen old boys went up there with shotguns and rifles and tore that herd up, reduced them down to about 15.
Yeah.
15 members of the herd, and hell, they're back up. That was about
They breed like
2 years.
yeah,
They're back up in numbers.
yeah, they breed like crazy. And no matter what they do, they've been sterilizing the sows and cutting the balls off the boars, and they're still breeding like crazy. No matter what they do.
All it takes is one pregnant sow, and she's gonna throw 10, 15 little piglets.
Yeah.
Depends on how big she is.
They really ain't got that many predators to kill them, besides maybe pumas and bears, but still ain't enough. That's why people need to kill more of them.
Well, those things are just so daggum vicious, and they'll attack anything.
Oh yeah. I mean, you almost gotta like if you don't use dogs and you're stock hunting them, you almost if you don't stay downwind, they'll catch you quick. And they got good hearing too. They may not be able to see you, but they can smell you and they can hear you coming from a long way off.
That's the plain truth right there.
Oh yeah. My granddaddy always said, if you want to hunt a hog, you gotta jump in a mud hole like a hog and clear your scent, and then track it downwind. Or he'll see you coming from a mile. That's what we used to do, rub dirt all over ourselves.
Smell you or hear you. Their eyesight, like you said, ain't the greatest in the world, but they can smell you and they can hear you, and that's all it takes.
Oh yeah. I was right up on a herd of them up in like Georgia, right on the border with Pensacola. And man, I had right on top of that herd. I tracked them for like 2 miles. And as soon as I stepped on a twig, man, they just bolted. I was like, fuck. Another 5 miles to track them again, and I spooked them again.
It happens. I swear. I was thinking about when I lived up in Mount Ida, Arkansas, up near Hot Springs.
Yeah.
I just went out on a little hunting trip with this. I was living with a little Cajun girl up there, and she got this son. He wasn't none too bright. Yeah. We're sitting up in this big old permanent stand, and this thing is sitting on 6 big poles, about like looked like somebody took a telephone, 2 or 3 telephone poles, and chopped them up in pieces, and set this stand up 8 feet off the ground. We're sitting up there in this big old stand with a plexiglass shield, and we propped that thing open. It was on her land, and sitting up there just looking out over this big open field. Pretty soon, after about half an hour, we're sitting there talking and about different animals that we seen their tracks and such. This hen turkey comes out, and she's a good, I don't know, 65, 50, 55 to 65 yards away, something like that. And he wanted to take a shot at her with a 20 gauge shotgun and 7.5 bird shot.
That ain't smart. You gotta use at least a 3-aught load and a 12 gauge or a 10 gauge or an 8 gauge to take a turkey out.
Yeah, get through all them dang feathers.
Yeah, I usually
back country preps just popped in. He said, "Yo, happy birthday, brother! Thank you much, backcountry preps." Anyway, that young man, I told that boy, I said, that turkey's a bit far off for you to be shooting at her with a 20 gauge with 7.5 shot. And it was just a squirrel load. I said, go ahead. Well, me, I'm sitting there and I got a Ruger 1022.
Well, you can get him with 22 if you hit him in the head.
I just waited. I didn't hit her in the head, though, but I killed it. Killed it dead. He shot. The turkey took off running like a bat out of hell, like I knew it would. And I got up there. I was firing those Remington golden bullets, golden 22 ammo. God, I had 3 misfires. I spent 3 rounds. I spent 9 rounds. And had to, had to pull back and eject those misfires. But it was that ninth round I hit the turkey in the upper wing. And that I seen that wing go up and that bird folded. And whenever we got down there, Jeremy went to the left. And I went to the right, and he's way off. He said, no, it's over here. It's over here. And I said, that's where she was whenever she was still running. So I hit her, and she just kind of rolled and folded. She folded up and rolled a bit. Because she was at a dead run. I'm firing, shot 9 times. Well, let's see. 3 misfires. I shot 6 rounds actual fired downrange. That 6th round, I hit her, and oh boy, it was a mess. I'm holding that. I'm a left-handed shooter because that right eye got shot out when I was a kid. Damn BB gun. I swear to God, I'd never give a kid a BB gun for nothing in the world. I'd give him a 22 or a 410.
Yeah, anything except the BB gun. BB guns are pretty nasty.
What it was me and my brother, we was playing with the backyard. Mama, she took it away from us 3 different times, and then I would sneak back in the house and find it and throw it out the bathroom window. Me and my brother just kept on shooting. And it got close to sundown, and I told him, I said, I've been wondering how powerful that BB gun is if it'd leave a mark on that board.
I've been shot by a pellet rifle, man. It doesn't feel good, man. I got shot in the leg. I had to dig out the dang pellet because some dude was actually shooting me. Shot me in the leg with the pellet, and I had to get away because he kept shooting at me. And then I had to dig the pellet out with a buck knife, and dug the pellet out, and I had to squeeze it and then pull it out and squeeze it. And my buddy got hit right in the temple. of his head with the pellet rifle. Some dude was just shooting like aimlessly at us, dude, from a roof. And he got hit in the head, man. I had to like drive him because he's all shaking and stuff, laying on the ground, foaming out the mouth. And the doctor said it bedded into his skull, but it didn't go into the brain. And they had to like dig it out. And he was in the hospital all day because of that. And they never figured out who did it. Man, I'll tell you what, that was a 177 pellet rifle. It was a hell of a gun.
Yeah, those little 177s are some mean ass little air rifles. But this, what me and my brother was piddling around with, was a Red Ryder, little Red Ryder BB.
Yeah.
You know, a little spring lever action.
Yeah.
And you know, just like that kid Alfie in that movie, The Christmas Story, you're going to put your eye out.
Yeah, I remember that.
I am that kid that put his eye out. You know, if you take a look at that right eye right here and compare it to that left eye, oh boy.
It don't
you
feel
see
good.
It looks black.
Yeah, I got hit right. Yeah, I got hit under the eye when I was shooting a pellet gun once. Came back and I had safety glasses on. It got me right under the eye, and I had to pull that sucker out. But I'll tell you, it doesn't feel good. That's why I don't like shooting pellet guns.
Was my brother was on one side of the board, and I was on the other, and that board laying on the ground. And I'm 11 years old at the time, and he's 8. And I told him, you shoot, you know, I want you to shoot that board, and I'm going to bend over here, and I'm going to look at it. You know, dumbass kid, don't know shit.
Yeah.
About angle of deflection and crap like that. And next thing I know, you know, he squeezes the trigger. I blink, and my hand flies up, and I look, and there's that BB in my hand. I caught the BB before it hit the ground.
Yeah.
And it felt like a muscle cramp in my eye. My eyeball felt like it was just in a shock-like cramp. And I told him, I said, don't worry, I'm going to tell Mom. I'll make something up. And I did. You know, I made something up quick. Told her I was out there in the yard, and the neighbor was mowing the yard, and something just kind of flew out of me. If I hadn't lied, Andrew, I swear, she would have beat him half to death with that baby.
I'll bet. My mom was pretty mean too. She said if I hear anybody, and when I got my BB gun, she said if I ever hear any stories about you shooting birds or somebody's dog, I'm gonna beat the crap out of you with that thing. I never did.
Mom wasn't against us going out killing animals as long as we brought them in and ate them. But
yeah, well,
you know, and it was a pure accident. You know, I set the whole thing up. It was my fault. I knew it, and I knew he would get his ass beat if I was to tell her what happened. So I lied my ass off to protect my brother. And I cared a lot about him. I seen the look on his face. It was like, ooh. Yeah, he's like, oh no, then shot my brother in the eye. So I am that kid that got his eye put out with a damn BB gun.
Well, you know, them little Red Riders are not really powerful enough to break your skin, but if they hit you in the eye, I'm sure it'll mess you up pretty bad.
Oh, it did. I'm near blind. I'm legally blind in my right eye.
Damn.
And
that
eye, if I try to hold eye contact with somebody and I'm talking to them, that eye will wander out that away. And then another screwed up thing is these eyes don't blink at the same time most of the time. One will blink and then the other will blink, and some people say, I can't tell whether you're winking or blinking.
Yeah.
Said, well, if you're where I'm not winking at you, that's for damn sure.
Yeah, I seen old boy almost get his head blown off using blasting caps when he was in the mine. When I was in the mining industry, and he you know that thermite stuff they use for blasting caps. He was messing with it, and I told him, I said, don't shake it. Make sure you put it into the explosives before you shake it and then put it in. He didn't do that. He shook it, and then it blew up in his face, and he was legally blind, and he had white eyes. You couldn't even see anymore. Yeah, but I warned him, you shouldn't shake it, because as soon as you put it in the explosives, you got to run as soon as you shake it, and then it blows out the whole side of the wall. He didn't do that. It blew up his whole side of his face was burned. You had to get like skin grafts and everything. You see his jaw.
You set that thermite off, and it is some powerful stuff. I've seen it here on YouTube. I've never messed with it. I've been studying on how to make it, with rust, some rust, and aluminum powder.
Yeah.
And maybe another ingredient or two just to give it a little extra kick.
Well, you put a little mercury in it and you shake it up, it'll explode. See, that's what he did. He didn't do it quick enough. When you add the mercury to it, it'll blow up real fast in your face.
Damn. I don't know if I want to go put mercury in it unless I got some kind of little.
Well, it had a timing delayed. You crack the capsules. It's like a little glass capsule. You crack it, and it takes like 4 minutes to eat into the explosives. He had it in his hand for like 3 minutes. He was trying to shove it in the hole, and it went boom. And it took out the whole freaking. I mean, they'll explode on their own without even putting them in the thermite. That's what happened. It exploded on him before he put it in the thermite. If he would put it in the thermite, it would have killed him. Because the thermite is
thermite is what?
No, it's inactive unless you put something in it or shoot it with a high-powered rifle.
Yeah.
If you put the mercury blasting cap in there after you crack it, what it does is the mercury dips into the explosive, gives you like a 4-second or 5-second delay before it blows up. He didn't do that. He had it in his hand before he stuck it in the thermite, and it blew up in his face because it's a detonator. It blows up no matter what you do.
Damn.
It's just like a blasting cap. But if he had it in the explosives itself, he would have been dead. It's called a powder charge pack. And you just shove it in the thermite before you stick it in the hole that you drilled to blow out the side of the coal seam. You know what I mean? He didn't do that. It blew up in his face. He had to go to the hospital, blind for the rest of his life, scars all over his face.
Damn. Oh, Lord. I guess it's needless to say he won't be doing that shit again.
No, they stopped using explosives in like late 90s. They started using those I forget the air pressure. They drill a hole and put an air pressure into the hole. And it cracks out the side of the wall, and then you go in there with the miner and then cut the side of the coal seam out with the miner. That way you don't have to use explosives. I think they call it an air jet.
Well, some people you just can't tell them anything, and then they go off and get hurt. Hopefully, they don't try to blame you for it.
They couldn't blame me for it. I tried to warn them.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's they quit using explosives because of a lot of accidents in the mines. People getting blown up. Gas gets into the mine. Any spark or any charge would blow that whole entire mine up and kill everybody.
Oh yeah, I've been stuck on that coal mine the way it used to be, and good God, the carbide lamps that they used to have.
Yeah.
Or hell, some of that. The lamps they used to have, and then they have the canaries, the birds in the coal mines.
Yep.
And well, the bird fell over.
Yeah. My grandfather had a bunch of those carbide lamps, back from when he used to work in the mines, and he was collecting them, and then he had a bunch of them. He had the carbide lamps, the old Hurricane carbide lamps. Those are real neat, man. It's just hard to find the carbide for him nowadays.
I remember my aunt Janice's husband. He wasn't my blood uncle. He's my mother's oldest sister, Janice. She had that husband, Cooner. He had an old battery. He had this big old bulky battery that he had to wear on a leather belt, and had it hooked up to a wire to a lamp on his helmet, on an old hard hat type helmet.
Yeah.
That he'd go coon.
Coon hunting.
Good. That poor guy. He ended up getting the Alzheimer's, and he ended up losing his damn mind, and he couldn't figure out who anybody was except her. He only knew who she was.
Yeah.
And I guess that's because he was around her all the time.
Yeah.
She took care of him until the day he died, and I wondered why after I heard some of the stories. He died, and then I started hearing about the shitty way that he treated her, and I said, well, why didn't she just let me take him up on the mountain and kick his ass off a high bluff? Them hogs take care of it.
Put his ass in an old abandoned mine shaft, never to be heard again.
There ain't no mine shaft.
There's plenty of them here.
There's that big old herd of hogs up there. I said, I imagine they'd take care of it.
Oh yeah, they would too, buddy. In about 2 minutes, there wouldn't be nothing left of them.
Oh, he treated her bad. I heard some of them stories, and I ain't really gonna go in depth at it because I don't want to get mad all over
again. Yeah, dragging up sore wounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I grew up in Florida, man. Them hogs just got off, man. It's like a bomb exploding. You can go out there at night. Them old boys with AR-15s and thermal scopes, man. They'll sit on them airboats and kill 50 hogs a night with them things, man. Then they'll get the Salvation Army trucks come in there and take the hogs and butcher them up and take them and distribute them all over the state and the Salvation Armies with all the hog meat they killed in one night. It's insane.
That'd be good work for them poor folks.
Oh yeah, and they'd take the meat.
Now there's a channel here on YouTube called East Texas Outlaw, and they show some work they do with what's that binary explosive tannerite.
Tannerite.
They use tannerite to blow up beaver dams.
I hear you.
And boy, does it ever take out a beaver dam? I thought tannerite was just something like, didn't really pack much of a punch. It just made a loud bang.
Oh no,
brother, was I wrong?
No, man, that's a legit explosive, man. If you use enough of it, you could blow a freaking house up, man. You could blow a bridge up with that shit.
They blowed up beaver dams, and you know how tough they are.
Oh yeah, we got one here up on the river, man. Big one. We call it the Great Beaver Dam, and it just covers up the whole side of the river, flooded up the other half of it, and turned it into a lake. It's about 20 feet high and about a quarter of a mile long. Beaver Dam. They've been building on it for years. And when the water's real low, it'll go underneath the dam. But when the water's high, it goes over the top of it and doesn't have a little spillway, so it kind of floods that river up. And the DNR people have been, for years going out there shooting the beavers and couldn't keep them down enough because they breed like crazy. And then here recently, they took the backhoe out, the big old backhoe, and they pulled all that beaver dam down, and then like 4 years later they came back and they just rebuilt it again. Can't keep up with them little bastards.
Oh hell! I used to tear a small beaver dam out of these old strip pits. You know, you seen these above ground coal mine operations where you got high hills of slate rock all over the place, and you got a deep pit full of water. These beavers, they dam this thing up, and I'd say, I wonder how the fishing would be if I dropped this about 2 or 3 feet. I'd go out there and I'd just by hand work on that damn thing from 5 in the morning until about 6:30, 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
And it dropped that water level, and all the little bugs and everything are crawling back in the water. All the water bugs are getting back in the water, and the bluegill perch are coming up and feeding on bugs. Then the bass start feeding on those little bluegill, and I start fishing. And the next day, those dang beavers had that gum dam built right back up.
Damn. Yeah, you can't. I mean,
I said, okay.
We used to have a lot of river birch right along the rivers, but them little bastards had chewed all them river birches up, and because they like eating birch, I don't know why, but they tore all the pretty river birch up, and then jammed up my favorite fishing creek. And I went out there, and me and my brothers went out there, and we pulled all the logs back up out of there, and within a year, they already dammed that whole creek up again and swamped out that whole area again. I mean, you can't. Then, we went out there and we shot them all with 22s. We killed every one of them. We trapped them out, and about 3 years later, they're right back in there again. Can't kill them. They're like muskrats. You can't kill enough muskrats, to put a dent in their population.
Or them damn nutria there in Louisiana. Those nutria rats.
Yeah, we call them muskrats here.
Well, I recently run across some CCI 22 long rifle, but it's copper instead of lead.
Yeah.
And I think you remember the Winchester 10.
Yeah, I think I've seen that.
The Winchester 10 rounds, they were made out of tin instead of lead. Those were 1,650 feet per second. And these, I got to get some more light on this, 1,850 feet per second, CCI copper 22 long rifle.
It's probably because it's like a full copper alloy and make them fly faster than lead. Lead drops around 900 feet per second.
21 grain small game, 1,850 feet per second, where the Winchester 10, they were 1,650 feet per second. And that's what they look like.
Oh, yeah. They look like they do a lot of damage. Probably such a light round. They probably expand like crazy, being soft metal.
Let's see if I can get that up there just a little closer and hold it still.
Yeah, I see that. Yep.
I think it's got a little hollow in there. Sort of a little shallow hollow.
Yeah, but I bet they're accurate as shit.
I'm going to do some target practicing with these. I just got to figure out what targets I'm going to use. I think I'm just going to use maybe one of them.
Just use a 2x. Just use a plyboard. About a plyboard or 2x4.
I was thinking about something metal, see how they perform against an old rusty cast iron skillet. But I don't want to, turn it around to where I'm shooting in the deep part. I turn it around where I'll be shooting the bottom of it.
Yeah, the flat
part. I don't want that round there and then coming back and dinging me in the skull. Cause
Yeah, you can always
I'm too
move it to the
young to
side a little
die.
bit, angle it that way, it deflects the round off a little bit to the side.
But if it just hits flat, I'm thinking it being cast iron. If these things hit as hard as I think, it'll split that cast iron. Oh,
They
high
might.
desert pioneer
They
at
probably just
8:50
explode if they hit them because
about
cast iron's
five
so hard.
minutes ago. Pioneer put up looked like something like a starburst or something exploding. I guess he heard us talking about that tannerite.
It's hard to say.
But I've got some little old bottles of some damn drink or another that had been sitting back in the storage of some church food pantry. Somebody give me this stuff, and
Yeah.
it hadn't even been opened. They hadn't even tasted it. They just read it and figured they wouldn't like it, so they give it to me. I opened up one of these little bottles and I took a little sip, spit it right out. It tasted like plastic. I've still got probably 20 bottles of that stuff, and I think they'd make real neat little reactionary targets. You know, shoot them and they just.
It's like putting a Mentos in a. It's like putting a Mentos in a Coke bottle.
Putting a Mentos.
Putting a Mentos in a Coke bottle.
Oh boy, that'd make a fizz.
Shake it up and probably blow up the whole thing, man.
Could be, but these daggone these little boogers right here, these copper CCI rounds, they cost about $8.95 a box.
For how many? 50?
Yep, 50 rounds, $8 and something a box. And hell, I ordered them from ammofreedom.com, and it cost me $56.
Damn, they don't got them at your local. No, you didn't get them at your local gun store.
Nope.
Jeez,
I don't know. I've never owned a vehicle or a driver's license, and I'm about 25 miles from the nearest gun store.
Damn, that sucks.
And I ain't walking that.
Yeah, try to walk that in the snow, bro. I bet you had the chapped ass.
Oh gosh, I used to walk all over the place and never really had much bother with anybody, but the way the law is these days, they'll stop anybody for anything. And you know, with this long hair of mine, I'm gonna get stopped. I'm gonna get carded probably half a dozen times between here and there. And it just, you know, I don't mind standing there and going through this whole mess, but I got 2 small towns and probably 10 policemen to deal with between here and Fort Smith.
Well, if you killed the sheriff, that'd be the whole damn police station.
Oh, I ain't gonna bother that.
No, it's
bother with none of that.
It's an old joke, man. It's like you kill the sheriff, you killed the whole police station right down there.
There's a good number of policemen in this area, and every single one of them is bored to death, and they just wait on something to do. You know, if a damn mouse jaywalks, oh boy, they all over it.
Well, here it's not so bad. Cops around here not really so bad, but where I lived in Florida, yeah, they're pricks down in Florida, man. That's one place you do not want to mess with the cops down there, man. I mean, they'll just stop you and frisk you for no reason. They got a saying down in Florida: you go down there on vacation, you end up going home on probation.
Oh no! Go to Florida on vacation, go home on probation.
That's the truth. That's almost the truth.
Holy schmackerel. No, don't need to go on vacation and come home on probation. I said, I ain't done nothing. What?
You don't got to do nothing. My buddy got a ticket for pissing on the side of the road drunk in Daytona because he didn't, they wouldn't let him use the bathrooms because he wasn't a customer. He ended up taking a piss behind the store and he got lewd and lascivious for pissing behind the store.
Lewd and lascivious. Don't you got to be doing something like shaking your wang at some girl or something to be lewd and lascivious?
No, man. All he did was take the pee. He was drunk as a sailor and was taking a piss behind the store because they wouldn't let him use the store bathroom because he didn't buy anything. And he's like, fuck it, I'm just going to go take a piss behind the store. Cops rolled up right behind him, gave him a ticket, had to go to court. He's been on probation.
Dang. You know, around here, if you got to go to the bathroom, you can just walk into a store that has a public bathroom.
Yeah.
You don't have to be a customer. Just go in there and use the bathroom.
Yeah, but Daytona's weird, man. I've only been there like once or twice, and they're real uppity. It's real trendy type of yuppie type of place, man.
That wouldn't be my kind of place at all. I ain't uppity or trendy or flashy or none of that good business.
Well, it was bike.
The fanciest thing. Hell, the fanciest thing about me is my pistol. My pistol. That's the fanciest thing about me.
Yeah, I got the 9mm right over here, dude.
I got mine right on my hip. Got that little old 22 right there, and then that 7.62 by 39mm back there.
Yep, I got an AK too. Great guns.
That Yugoslavian SKS. I've been thinking about doing the 30-round magazine conversion and getting a couple of those Archangel magazines from classicfirearms.com. Yeah. Those are 30-round magazines, and they have this little clip, this little release clip on there, a little metal tab that you pull, and you can one-hand exchange on that magazine.
It was an AK conversion magazine.
No, this is just an SK. It's not an AK.
Well, you know the paratrooper SKSs were actually could be fed with AK mags. They had an adapter built into them. But you know, with the older, like your SKS, it could take just the SKS mags. But the paratrooper model could actually use AK mags. Really rare paratrooper model.
That kind of tripped me out there for a second.
But I know which one you're saying. You want that little clip that goes on the magazine release that extends out, and then put the 30-round mag on there.
Yeah, I want to, take out this magazine here and the housing, and then get one of those duckbill outfits.
Yeah.
The Angel SKS magazine. Oh man, and that thing is, it comes out to here and goes right by ammo, and I could just, oh boy.
Well, they make a 20-round external Red Star Chinese mag that'll fit just about any AK. But it's a 20-round mag. It's called a Red Star mag. I think they're the best ones you could probably get for that. I'll find you a link to that. If I can find the damn thing.
Damn safety was off. How in the hell did that damn safety get off? The safety was down, and the damn rifle was hot.
Oh shit! That'd been a bad accident.
And it had a round in the damn chamber. Whenever I was pulling that thing down, I was looking right down that damn barrel. Somebody been piddling around with my damn rifle.
I thought you were the only one that lived there, Pilgrim.
Oh, hell. I've had friends in and out of here, and somebody had picked that thing up.
Yeah,
Apparently, they didn't know what the hell they were doing.
Oh, you can always save that for the blooper reels.
Oh, damn. Oh, I'll leave the bloopers in. Oh, boy.
I
I
wouldn't
don't know
nobody
how to
fill my
edit
guns.
anyway.
I
I
wouldn't
don't
let
know how.
nobody touch my guns, dude.
Oh, hell. I didn't let anybody bother with it. Someone picked it up behind my back. The safeties, every firearm in my house is loaded, and the safeties are always engaged.
Yeah.
But this time, it's now that chamber's locked open.
Yeah.
You know, and it is empty. Got that last round bolt hole open, and that I'm messing with that trigger right there. Now that safety was down there like that.
Yeah, you're blowing a hole in your roof for sure. You're gonna have a leaky roof if you didn't check that.
But I always do that safety check. But hell's bells, I'm going to ask a few people, did you happen to pick my damn rifle up and piddle with that safety? Because if you did, you just put my damn life in danger. You know, Jesus Christ. Or somebody else's life. You know, if they'd, man, I'll tell you, there's going to be some ass chewing going on if I find out who picked that rifle up and piddled with that safety.
Yeah, that could have got you killed there, bro.
Oh Lord.
That's for sure, man. That's why I always keep my shit locked up. If I ain't using it, I'm putting it up.
Well, this thing's gonna go in the back room. I don't fire it that much anyway. But it's going in the back room. Tonight. Oh Lord. Well, I don't see anybody else commenting out there. I've been keeping an eye on that side chat out there, but nobody's been commenting.
They probably just pop in, say hi and happy birthday, and then they probably jump to another stream. 6 people in there. That's what it says.
Yeah. Every time somebody refreshes the page or something, the number will lower back down to 5 and then back up to 6.
Yeah.
I've got the watch page open and the chat open. And whenever I refresh the page, this chat window reduces to the bar.
I think about saying 7 people in there now.
Yeah. 7 viewers. 8 viewers. Somebody say something out there. I'm watching the side chat.
Probably lurkers, bro.
Lurkers.
Sometimes you get them lurkers.
Yeah. There's I just sit out there and listen.
That's probably just people you know, either your enemies or somebody that likes you just don't want to say nothing.
You never can tell. That's the beauty of the internet.
Yeah. I got like 50 enemies and like 10 people commenting in my live streams. I know something's up.
Oh man, I've been on YouTube with this channel here for 4 years. Next June 11th, it'll be 5 years. And don't you know, I have pissed some people off.
Yeah, I have too.
I've griped them out, bitched them out. Uh, you know, someone comes up with a troll channel here the other day on my iodine video.
Yeah.
And see if I can quote what they said. Maybe I can find that notification in the Google bell over here.
There's a way you can figure out who's trolling you, because usually if somebody has a troll account, it leads back to their main account. I forget, it's like an IP address or some shit.
Let's see here. I don't know if it's going to go back that far or not, but I can just about remember what that person said. It was on that Blue Goals Iodine video that I shot.
Well, howdy, mountain man.
Hey, what's up? This is Skywarp. He's a knife guy.
He knows who I am.
He knows who you are?
Yep.
It's your old pal, Skywarp. What's up, birthday man?
Goodbye.
Don't.
What happened to him?
My
This
old
guy?
pal. He's a bonehead. That boy done gypped Will Hornbuckle out of the knife that he won.
He did what?
Skywarp had himself a contest,
Huh.
and a man won a knife, an expensive knife, and that knife was never shipped. The man never got his prize.
Huh. I never heard about
And
that.
I don't
man.
know. You never knew about that?
No, I never heard about that. Usually,
No, it wasn't your fault.
well, I don't
But
know.
I'll
Usually,
tell you,
somebody does one of my giveaways and win their shit, I'd send it to him.
I'll tell you, this little goomer just he's one that just, oh man, I grew up, you're a man of your word, you do what you as good as your word, and if you're not as good as your word, then you're no good at all.
Shit. Well, I don't know, man. Like I said, I do my giveaways honest. Somebody wins it, I send it to them.
No, this one old boy, I do believe it was Will Hornbuckle, he won that knife. And people giving him hell about that for a long time. And like I said before, Andrew, I have a mind like a damn steel trap. I don't forget a damn thing.
Yeah, I don't know about the particulars. Ain't none of my business, man.
Well, I don't like that boy, never have liked that boy. I even found him on Facebook and blocked him there too. Just so I wouldn't have to deal with him. Just in case he stumbled across me. I made it a point to find every one of his profiles on Google Plus and blocked him there too.
Huh.
Except maybe this one. Toy blogs. Or toy blogs 41. I swear. Oh, well, now you know. No, when I built, not really. I've got a little bit of a business here on YouTube, and it's all based on me being as good as my word. I've been that way pretty much my whole life.
Yeah.
Even when I was running and gunning out there on the wrong side of the law, I was as good as my word. I made deals here, there, and yonder, and I made good on it.
That's all you can do. You're only as good as your word. That's what they always say.
I may have been an outlaw, but by golly, I weren't dishonest about it.
Yeah, I do some shady shit I'm not going to talk about.
I ain't gonna talk about no particulars, like you said. It's not the smart thing to do, especially live on the internet or even in just a video. Going into particulars.
No, I ain't going about particulars of what I used to do, but yeah, well, I do some shady shit. But yeah, if I do a giveaway here on the internet, it's different than what I do in real life. I'm honest about it.
That little worm. I swear to God. He keeps trying to comment out there. He's timed out. And then he waited his 300 seconds and then come back, said something, and then deleted his own comment.
I don't know, man. I ain't gonna tell you how some people run their channels, man. That's their business. If they want to be petty, that's their own thing, man. I mean,
I just, I don't know why the boy even tried. I don't know why he even bothered coming in. He should have known better. He should have known better.
I think I've seen a Manland. Did you give Manland a ferro?
He bought one from me.
Oh, he bought one from you. He seemed to like it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I found a real good supplier on. It's through that AliExpress.com.
Alibaba.
And Ali.
Is it Alibaba?
Oh, let me see if I can find it here. I can open up another window and find you a link